So actually, the first thing I recommend to a lot of teams is to think about documenting justifications of decisions made around your AI at every step along the way. In any sort of regulated context, having a paper trail of the decisions being made is one of the most important things. And if you do that from the beginning, you're saving yourself a lot of trouble at the end, where some organizations try and, like we say, retrofit compliance. They try and justify things after the fact. Oftentimes, responsible AI isn't just having a product that's like unbiased and tested. Oftentimes, implementing those things is what actually creates a lot of legal protections that you're doing. What we say is like good faith efforts to comply, good diligence around that. And the second part is realizing what some of the limitations of these systems are. There's a lot more work that needs to be done for transparency about these systems, and the AI Act does require that. You've done some studies and have evaluated which models are more transparent, but it's actually really important to understand maybe this model is not good at translation, or maybe I don't even know how good it is at translation because they didn't post a benchmark about its capabilities there. Maybe understanding, this data set doesn't have information about maybe medical papers that went into it. And so because I'm doing something related to the medical space, that might be riskier to use. All of those different things are understanding the limitations of systems. It's going to become really important because oftentimes the first thing entrepreneurs are looking at is like, what model to use? How am I going to set this up? How am I going to sell this to my customer? And then making sure that you are accurately describing what the limitations of your own system are that's embedded with that is going to be the number one thing.
And how to avoid risk, for example, I can now see in the future that you can't simply just use the API of OpenAI and everything should be fine because it has strength there and weaknesses there.